Hello everyone and welcome in today's session. Today we are going to start your chapter number 3, that is synthetic fibers and plastic, right? So before this also, before the class 8, you must have learned about the fibers. Now what is mean by fiber? Fiber is just thread like a structure, right? And it is of two types. One is the natural fiber and another one is the synthetic fiber. I think in class 6 you have studied about all natural fibers, and in the natural fibers there are cotton, jute, silk. These all will come in the natural fibers, right? And synthetic fibers means the fibers which we prepare, right? These are not obtained from the plants or animals. Synthetic fibers are the fibers which are prepared from the chemicals. So this year in class 8, in chapter 3, you are just learning about only synthetic fibers, right? So let's start the chapter synthetic fibers and plastic. In this it is given that whatever the different types of clothes which we wear nowadays, right? So that is made up of a fabrics. Cloth it is there, right? A big cloth is nothing but a fabric. And all these fabrics are there, they are made up of a fiber. So try to understand, fabrics are made up of a fibers, right? Now these fibers may be a natural fiber or a artificial fiber. For the natural fiber, sources are plants and animals, and artificial fibers are there, they are generally made up of the chemicals, right? Now in this, if it is clear to you that the fabrics are made up from the fibers and fibers are two types, natural and artificial, so the animal source and plant source, any it is there, then that will come as a natural. Other than the plant and animal, if it is formed from the chemical, then definitely it will go for artificial. So here one table is given, natural and artificial fibers, right? So what you have to do, you have to just write the number of articles which is in your house, right? Now you are at home, so write the 1 2 3 4 5 6, near about 10 different articles which is present in your house, and just try to identify that is that article is made up of a natural fiber or a artificial fiber, right? So first example I will just give you that, suppose you have a cotton cloth, right? Maybe your dress is there, t-shirt is there or shirt is there, it is made up of a cotton, right? Only pure cotton, right? Then if it is only of a pure cotton, or of your mother's sari is there, it is of only pure cotton, then definitely you will write here the name of article is a sari and type of fiber is a cotton, right? Another example I will give for the artificial, right? Suppose if your mother is having a polyester sari, right? Then you can write here a polyester sari and you can write here the name of fiber is a artificial. Or you have socks, toothbrush, wires, right? Nylon wires are there. They all are having the artificial fiber, right? So in this way you just enlist all the different articles which is made up of the fibers, the name of that article, and try to segregate that either it is of a natural fiber or a artificial fiber. So all of you have to do it, just click the pic and send me, right? Then if any mistake is there, I will just tell you afterwards. Below that, whenever you will try finish this table, then here you will get a clear cut idea and the differences between the artificial fiber and the natural fiber, right? So here it is given that natural fibers like cotton, wool, silk, that is obtained from the plants or animals, right? While the synthetic fibers are there, they are made by humans in the factories, right? And these are all made up of the chemicals. So as it is made by the human, it is called as synthetic fibers or a man-made fibers. See here the next point, what are synthetic fibers, right? Now see here, synthetic fibers are made by the human beings, and these fibers are having a chain of a small unit. There is a chain of a small unit joined together with each other, right? And each small unit is a chemical substance, a single unit of a chemical substance. They combine with each other to form a large single unit that is called as a polymer. See in your textbook, picture is also given very clearly that suppose this is a looking a bead of chain, right? Or it is a necklace. So in this necklace, this is a thread which connect all these beads, right? Now in this single bead is there. This is called as a single unit, and this single unit is of a chemical, right? Now this chemical structure is there, or chemical single unit is there, like that 1 unit, 2, 3, 4. So many units comes together to join to form a very large unit, right? And this is how the synthetic fiber is made. Even one more example is given with the paper clip. Single paper clip is there, then it is called as a single unit. And when two paper clips will come together, then it is called as a diamer, right? Made up of a 2 unit. And when such many paper clips will join with each other, then it will form a very big structure, right? So this is what it is called as a polymer. Monomer, dimer, trimer, tetramer, and many are there. Many means poly. So polymer, mer means unit. So this is how the polymer is formed, and this is formed from the chemical unit. So it is given same here, chain of a small unit joined together. Each small unit is a chemical substance, and many such small units combine to form a long structure that is called as a polymer, right? Polymer is made up of many repeating units. Here the same unit repeated so many times, right? Bed repeated so many times. So here polymer is made up of many repeating units. This is what a synthetic fiber. Synthetic fiber is made up of many units repeated so many times to form a large structure known as a polymers. Now see on the next page, there it is given one example of a cotton. All of you know the cotton, right? Simple cotton which is there at our home, right? You take this cotton in your hand and just try to separate out the fibers from it, right? If the single fiber you are able to remove from that, then this single fiber is there. It is a very thin structure, right? Take a cotton, just try to separate out the fibers, and whatever single thread you just hold in front of your eyes, and you are able to see that one of the fiber is raising up. In that single fiber is there, that is nothing but a polymer in a case of a cotton. Now in this polymer, if you will see, what is the name of single unit? What is the one unit in that polymer which makes this a long thread of a cotton fiber? So that unit is called as a cellulose. So cotton fiber is a polymer of a cellulose, right? So many cellulose units comes together to form a large number of unit that is called as a large number of glucose, right? So glucose is a small unit. Glucose comes together to form a long chain that is called as a cellulose, and this cellulose gives you a cotton fiber, right? So this is what given about the cotton. Remember this also. Now see here, types of synthetic fibers. Here it is given the 3 types of synthetic fibers. One is rayon, second is nylon, and third is polyester and acrylic. If we see one by one, rayon, right? Now in this rayon fabric, it is obtained from the silk fiber. right? Fabric obtained from the silk fiber was very costly, but it is a very beautiful texture, fascinated by everyone, right? So all of you must be knowing the silk fiber, right? It is very soft, very shiny. So everyone likes that fiber. But if we go to see the cost, it is very costly. So it is not affordable by everyone, right? So here the scientist has come up with the artificial silk, that is nothing but the rayon. Whatever the silk properties are there, softness, smoothness is there, shininess is there, these all properties we can see in the rayon, right? So here the scientist made attempt to make a silk artificially, right? At the end of the 19th century, scientists were successful in obtaining a fiber having the properties similar to that of the silk, and that is nothing but a rayon. So rayon is called as a artificial silk. See in your textbook. End of the 19th century, scientists were successful in obtaining a fiber having a property similar to that of a silk, because natural silk is a natural fiber and it is very costly, right? So that's why it is prepared artificially. Now how is it prepared? This fiber was obtained by chemical treatment of wood pulp, right? Now what is taken here? Wood pulp. Now if you will see the wood pulp, then it is again a plant source, right? It is obtained from the plant. So whatever we obtain from the plant, it is nothing but a natural fiber, right? But here in case of this artificial fiber, we have used some of the part of a plant, that is nothing but a wood pulp, right? So this fiber is called as the rayon or artificial silk, and as it is made up of artificially with the help of chemicals as well as wood pulp, chemical reaction is done on the wood pulp and from that artificial silk is made. That's why this is called as a artificial fiber. Although rayon is obtained from the natural source wood pulp, it is a man-made fiber and is cheaper than the silk. Can be woven like a silk fibers. It is present in the varieties of the colors, widely available to us in the variety of the colors. In case of natural fiber, it is not possible, right? Silk, whatever the natural color is there, that only we are able to get. But as the rayon is a artificial silk, we can get here a wider range of colors of a rayon fiber. So the fabrics made from the rayon will be observed in a various colors, right? Then rayon is also mixed with the cotton to make a bed sheet or mixed with the wool to make a carpet. So these things like carpets are there or bed sheets are there, they are also made from the rayon and it will be mixed with the natural fiber, that is the cotton or wool. So here some of the atoms are there, fabric things are there, they are made up of the mixture of both types of fiber, that is natural fiber and artificial fiber. So this is what about artificial silk, nothing but a rayon. Most of the time question will be asked, name the artificial silk, or artificial silk is obtained from wood pulp. See the next, nylon. This is one more man-made fiber made without using any natural raw material. Means nothing is used here, anything from the plant or animal. It is completely made up of a chemical. So this is the first artificial fiber which is completely artificial. Nothing is there of a natural, right? So this is nothing but a nylon. So question will be asked, name the first 100% artificial fiber. So there you can write a nylon. Actually rayon is also artificial fiber, but it is not 100% artificial, because in this we have used a wood pulp, right? So here no any raw material from the plant or animal is used, so it is 100% artificial fiber. Now which things we have used to make a nylon? See here, it was prepared from coal, water and air. These three raw materials has taken: coal, water and air, right? So it is fully synthetic fiber made up of first time. Now in the next paragraph its important properties are given. So nylon is a very strong fiber, it is elastic and light in weight, right? As these all are characteristics compared with the natural fiber. If you check the natural fiber, then maybe the strength of the natural fiber is weak, right? But if you compare the nylon along with them as compared to the natural fiber, nylon is a very strong, high strength is there. Then they are having the elasticity, right? Even they are light in weight, no heavy weight, right? It is a lustrous, means they can shine, right? Shininess is there for this fiber. So the clothes which made from that maybe have a particular shine. Easy to wash, as it is a light in weight, right? They are water repellent, so it is very easy to wash them, right? Then become very popular for making clothes due to these properties: strong, elastic, light in weight, lustrous and easy to wash. Due to these properties only, the nylon become very popular for making clothes. So the demand for this artificial fibers clothes is increased in the market. Now along with the clothes, many other articles are there that is made from the nylon fiber. Here the examples are given: socks, ropes, tents, toothbrush, car seat belts, sleeping bags, curtains, etc. The pictures are given, right? Same here, see here. This is how the nylon fiber looks. So here also you can see how it is a looking shiny one, right? So it is used prepared from coal, water and air, and it is first fully synthetic fiber. Characteristic: strong, elastic, light, lustrous, easy to wash. So becomes popular. And another articles made, that is socks, ropes, tents, toothbrush, car seat belt, sleeping bags and curtains, right? Now strength of the nylon is given. Nylon fiber is very strong, elastic and light in weight. As it is very strong, if this is compared with the steel wires, then it is stronger than the steel wires, right? Actually the nylon is stronger than a steel wire, and because of this strength only it is used for making parachutes and ropes for rock climbing. Whenever the rock climbing is there, these ropes are there, they are made up of the nylon. Even these parachutes wires are there, these are also made from the nylons. In your textbook, see once again, here it is given very important point. It will be asked in exam. Making parachutes and ropes for rock climbing, it is given. This is made from the nylon, and why it is used for this thing? Because it is stronger than the steel wire. Below that, activity is given, right? To find out the strength of the nylon wire, take an iron stand with the clamps. Take cotton thread about 60 cm length, tie it to the clamp so that the hangs freely from it, as shown in this figure, in this way, right? So this is what a cotton thread, and here the weight is kept. So here you have to write your observations. In that pan you have to go on adding the weights. and when this thread will get break, you have to note down that the total weight required to break that thread, right? So in this, if you will go on doing, here the name of the threads are given: cotton, wool, silk and nylon. These three are the natural fibers and this one is the synthetic. So definitely you will find that the nylon is there. This is very strong and it needs a higher weight to break the thread, right? Next point is polyester and acrylic, right? Now here if you will see polyester, right? This is one more synthetic fiber. This fabric is made from the fiber, does not get wrinkled easily, right? So this is what the characteristics of the clothes made from the polyester, that if you will just round them, bring them close together anyhow without proper ironing, if you will keep them as it is, then also these fibers will not show any kind of wrinkle. You just take them once again, just make them straight, they will be straight. Ironing is not required, right? Press, no need to press these clothes. So maintenance will be very easy for these types of clothes, right? So it remains crisp and it's easy to wash, right? So as these characteristics are make this type of clothes or fabric easy maintenance, suitable for making dress material, and it's become more popular, right? Even along with this polyester shirts, other dresses are made. Terylene is one more popular polyester comes in the market, right? So this terylene is also used to make the clothes. Now in case of polyester, it is again the polyester, polymer of ester. So ester is a single unit. When these esters many times comes together to form a long structure, big structure, that is nothing but the polyester. So this is how it is. Here it is given of the different colors picture of the polyester thread. See in your textbook on the next page, pet is given. Now what is mean by a pet, right? So my mother always buys pet bottles and pet jars for storing rice and sugar. Now what is this pet? It is given here PET, pet, very familiar form of polyester, right? So it is used for making bottles, utensils, films, wire and many other useful products. So this is one more chemical form used to make different articles, right? Whatever I said about the polyester, it is given over here in this box. So go through this box, it will be clear to you. Polyester, poly plus ester. Poly means many, ester is the name of a single unit, made up of repeating units of a chemical called a ester. They gives the fruits like smell, right? Fruity smell will be there. These esters will have a fruity smell. Fabrics are sold by the names like polycot, polywool or terrycot. Now what is this polycot, polywool or terrycot? Because in this cot is there, represents the cotton, wool is there, natural fiber, right? So these are made up of mixing the two types of fiber. One is the synthetic and another one is the natural. See here, polycot is a mixture of polyester and cotton. Like that, polywool is a mixture of a polyester and wool, right? So terrycot is again mixture of cotton and terylene. Now see about the acrylic, it is given. We wear sweaters and use shawls or blankets, and all this is used in winter season, right? Actually they protect us from the cold environment. They are not made up of the natural wool, because wool is that natural fiber generally we use to make the sweaters, right? Because these wools keeps us warm and they are insulator of a heat. So because of this property, wools are used to make the sweaters, and which keeps us warm in a cold environment in winter season. Same like that properties, acrylic is a fiber having that, it's having the properties as like a wool. So this acrylic, it is similar to wool, and it is a synthetic fiber used to make the sweaters and shawls, right? So which we are using in nowadays in winter season. Actually natural fiber wool, if you will see, it is a good enough, but again it is a costly, right? So if we make the acrylic synthetic fiber, then if we see the from the point of view cost, then it will be again low cost, right? So most of the people prefer the sweaters and shawls made up of the acrylic, because its resemblance is as like wool only, right? So you cannot differentiate easily what is the acrylic sweater, which one is the acrylic sweater and which one is the natural woolen sweater. See here, it appears to resemble like a wool prepared from the another synthetic fiber that is called as the acrylic. Wool is actually expensive, whereas clothes made from the acrylic are relatively cheap, available in the varieties of the color, but this is not possible in the natural color, right? More durable, affordable, makes them more popular than the natural fibers, because they are cheap as well as durable also, right? So that's why they are more and more used by the peoples. See here ahead, as the synthetic fibers are more popular than the natural fibers, right? All of you are just using more and more synthetic fibers cloth, right, than the natural fibers, because of their durability, light in weight, different colors availability, right? Wrinkleless it is there, less water absorbent, easy to dry, easy to maintain, right? And most important, it is affordable, cheap and long durable it is. But there is one disadvantage of the synthetic fiber. What? Must be in I think class 6th you have done an activity that you have to take a natural fiber and a synthetic fiber, and you have to burn that, right? And there you will get a particular smell after burning a synthetic fiber. Natural fiber, when we burn, it will be burn and make a ash, right? Very quickly it will burn and form a ash. But if you see the burning of the synthetic fiber, it will shows little bit a different behavior during the burning. First, this synthetic fiber will get melt, right, and particular smell of the chemicals burning it will be give, and once it is melt, then it will stick to the body. So this is what a disadvantage of a synthetic fiber. This is what it is given. So whenever you wear a synthetic fiber, that time you don't have to work in a kitchen, or if you are working in a kitchen, you should not wear synthetic fibers. It is compulsorily said that you should wear a natural fibers cloth or cotton clothes, right? Because as the synthetic fibers, while the burning, they get melts. So suppose by mistake or due to any reason blast occurs, a fire is there, then the cloth, whenever it burns, then it will get melt and stick to the skin, and you know the once the skin is burned, right, and when we go to the doctor, if it is of cotton, we can easily remove that cloth from the skin. But if it is of a synthetic cloth, then this will not come out easily. It will come out along with the skin. So while taking out the synthetic fibers cloth, our skin will also be peeled out along with that. So it is strictly warned that whenever we are working in the kitchen, that time we have to use cotton clothes only. This is what the same it is given. See, when we burn the synthetic fiber, its behavior is different from the natural fiber, right? Synthetic fibers melts on heating, and this is what a disadvantage of a synthetic fiber. So if the clothes catch fire, it can be disastrous, right? Fabric melt and stick to the body of the person wearing it, and therefore we should not wear synthetic clothes while working in the kitchen or in the laboratory. Below that, see, one box is given. In that petrochemicals, about the petrochemicals it is given. So remember this, all the synthetic fibers are there. They are prepared by the number of processes using raw materials of petroleum origin, and these are called as the petrochemicals. 1 mark question, fill in the blanks will be there. Like that questions are there. There it will be asked that what is the raw material used for the synthetic fibers. So here the raw material is a petroleum origin. That is what it is called as a petrochemicals, right? So characters of the synthetic fibers we will see in a next video. So today what we have seen? We have seen about the synthetic fibers. What is the natural fiber? What is the synthetic fibers? And different types of the synthetic fibers. Their characteristics also we have seen. So whatever the points underlined said, all these are the important from the exam point of view. Try to understand all these, go through the textbook points also, and if you understand then complete your notes. If you have any doubts then write in the comments, right? Then we will discuss that doubt in Zoom meeting. If you don't have any doubt then please like the video, right? And complete your notes. Prepare well. All the best.